Swadika, I'm Tra Tirakasan and you're watching Be My Guest. On today's show, we'll be talking about King Prachadipuk's week in honor of His Majesty King Prachadipuk or King Rama VII, hosted by the King Prachadipuk Institute. Today, we'll discuss with Professor Thongthong Chantarangsu, the chairman of the board of the King Prachadipuk Museum, about the series of activities and events that will be held to commemorate His Majesty's life and works. You're watching Be My Guest, and I'm joined here by Professor Thongthong Chantarangsu, the chairman of the board of the King Prachadipuk Museum. Swadika.
Swadika.
Now, as we know, right now it's ongoing. Right now, it's King Prachadipuk's week celebrations.
Yes.
That's ongoing.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. King Prachadipuk, or in Thai we might call him พระบาทสมเด็จพระปกเกล้าเจ้าอยู่หัว either way we might call him King Rama VII. Is the seventh king on the Chakri dynasty who reigned this country from 1925 to about 1935, about 10 years during his reign. And I can say that he's the first king who was reigned in the constitutional monarchy system. Even though he is the last one who was crowned in the absolute monarchy system, right. But during his reign, the system has changed from the absolute monarchy to be the democratic one. And last 2 years, the UNESCO, the organization which belongs to the UN, has honored King Prachadipuk to be one among the great personality of the world. So we have the celebration throughout the country during these 2 years. And King Prachadipuk Institute, which is one of the organ attached to the parliament who own this museum, have the idea to have the Prachadipuk week to celebrate the royal activities, royal history, which is we can follow his footstep or study his lesson learned to be our inspiration for the new generations. And this week, we call a week, actually it's 5 days, not a week. It starts from the 24th to the 28th of July, 5 days. And we concentrate in the afternoon and in the evening. If you come here in the morning, we have permanent exhibition that you can visit, but the activities will be crowded in the afternoon part.
Now, what is the inspiration, though? What is the main concept that you would say is being shown all throughout of King Prachadipuk week?
Yeah, even though the Thai people or the Thai student has studied the history or the story of King Prachadipuk since their school times, but we try to pull out some of the point that will bring us the issue that will inspire or encourage the people to study and follow his footsteps. So we start with the number 7, which belongs to his reign. We try to pull out about 7 points of interesting issues to be discussed or to be elaborate for understanding in this week. For example, I'm the professor from Chulalongkorn University. Please let me tell you the history that Chulalongkorn University is the first university in this country, and we will celebrate 100 years of that university in next 2 years. But you might learn that King Prachadipuk is the first king who attend the commencement ceremonies. Because even though we have established Chula for over 10 years, but the degree is only the diploma which handed to the student. We just have the degree or bachelor degree first time in the reign of King Prachadipok. So it's quite very happy by those time to have the bachelor degree and not in law, not in engineering, but in medicine.
Was it the first ever commencement ceremony in Thailand?
Yes, in Thailand. So King Prachadipok look into the detail. For example, the gown. Because if you graduate from the university in the western side, you have the gown like the priest in the church.
Right.
Very heavy, the black one with the hood behind you, that kind of things. But Chula is the first university to have that commencement ceremonies. So King Prachadipok designed the gown. It's a Thai style. It's like a angels, or it's a kind of typical Thai gown to be wear by the new graduate. And he went to Chula in personal to give the degree to the student. And even now, that type of ceremonies, that pattern of ceremonies, still be performed every year, not only in Chula, but in every state-owned university. He is a king by himself when he was young, or he's younger than this. He went there in person and give the degree to the student. And even now, the prince or princess will be his representative to present the degree to the student. So this is a story that we'd like to repeat it again, to tell the student that why the king, even King Prachadipok or the present king or the crown prince or princess Mahachakriri Sirinthorn, still have the effort to give the importance to be stressed out for the student. It's to encourage the student to realize that after graduate you will be the powerful manpower of this country. That was inspired our starting point in the reign of King Prachadipok, and we'd like to repeat it again. For example, in the present reign, His Majesty King Bhumibol, not King Prachadipok. King Prachadipok once told his staff that when the student graduated from the university, most of them never had a chance to come back again. And he would like to be the last person who give the lesson, the last lesson before the student went out of the gate of universities. The lesson that's very important in his point of view is sometimes you have to do something which is not for your pleasures, but for the benefit and pleasures of the others, and you have to perform it, even though it will be a kind of burden to your activities, to your daily life. That's very important. That most of the Thai students we celebrate.
Right.
We happy that we have the degree from
over.
the king. Yeah, that's over.
Yeah.
No, it's not over. It's a starting point.
Right.
And the last lesson that we have to learn from the commencement ceremonies, starting from King Prachadipok, you have to do that not for his pleasures, not for his enjoyable, but for the benefit of the student, but for the student to be realized that a lot of things to be done in the futures.
But that is, even now, even today, I think that is the moment that all graduates wait for after having gone through school for this long.
And that's it.
But that's a very historical ceremony.
Yes,
that today is still one of the most respectable ceremonies that every graduate looks forward to.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that starting point can date back to the reign of King Prachadipok by his initiative. The second point, we have 7, where we cannot conclude all of we cannot count all of the 7 in this program.
Right.
But the second thing is, he's the first king and queen with Queen Rampai Pani,
Yes.
his wife. That is the only couple in the Thai society by that time. I mean the royal couple, because in the old days we have the tradition in this country that the king, by the norm of that day, can have many queens and many concubines, a wife from the commoners or from the royalties again. But King Prasadipok, he graduated or he studied all of his life in the Western country, and he is the one who have the intention to start his own family in the type of the only one man and one girl living together. And he success in this kind of things. He is the one who registered on the like a
is it a marriage license? Or
marriage license,
marriage
but not the marriage license according to the Civil and Commercial Code, because the Civil and Commercial Code Book 5, which is the law on the families, was promulgated in his reign. So when he married with Queen Ramhaipani in the reign of King Rama VI, it's before the family law. But by his intention, he has the court license to do that. So, and he's the couples. He and Queen Ramhaipani is the couples who live together through the end of his life.
So there was a focus on being monogamous.
Yes, monogamy. Yes,
yeah.
He's the first king who have monogamy. We can say that, which is very strange for Thai by those times. and being the queen or being the king in this country or in the fairy tale, we might think about the happy life, only party,
right.
only the beautiful things happen in their life. But from the reality, King Prasadipok and Queen Ramhaipani has passed throughout the years with some successful, some of the unhappiness moment in their life. For example, when he abdicated and decided to live in a small house in England,
yeah.
Queen Ramhaipani be there with him until the end of his life. And most important events is the day when we have the revolutions on the 1932, 24th of June, to change the system from absolute monarchy to be the democratic one.
Right.
It might be, I can say that it's a most difficult decision to be made, that you will go back to Bangkok by the so-called invitation of the People's Party or not. We call invitation, it sounds good, but by that situation, it's not clarified clearly that what you will be seen, what you'll be treated when you go back to Bangkok. But King Prasadipok, or King Rama VII, decided he will be there. He decided not to pull out the armies from the provinces to fight with the Thai together. He said that he cannot sit on the throne with have the bloodshed of the Thai people. And Queen Ramhaipani said that if you were there, I'll be there. That's the ideal couples of the
royalties. So those are two of the highlights from the 7 stories that
yes.
are going to be shown during the Prachadipok week. We're going to have to take a quick break, and we'll
yes.
be right back to talk more about the activities that will take place.
Yeah.